Hi guys, Matt Lemke here with True Gamer Goggles. We're at Gen Con 50 with Patrick.
Alex Flagg.
That's a long-running joke. Patrick answers the emails. Alex is the one you see.
That's right. I'm the face of the company, but not the voice.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I don't think I've ever actually got to meet Patrick.
He's in and out. He's a busy man.
We're going to talk about the things they do, which right now their primary focus is I'm going to use the word franchise. That's not really what it is, but the Mistborn franchise. They're licensed to do a whole bunch of stuff with Mistborn, and they get to work with a great guy like Brandon Sanderson. I don't know how often they actually get to talk to him.
I actually talked to him 2 days ago.
Well, he's here.
Yeah, he's here. I usually see him at cons, so like he's super busy now. Obviously, being a best-selling author, for 10 years running.
Yeah.
That's, it keeps you busy. But yeah, he's here. He's here at the show, and he's actually occasionally bombing by our booth to
that's
surprise
cool.
people. Yeah, I know it's really cool. It's like when he's in between events. Sometimes he'll stop in, and he's got a own little tchotchke.
I can't wait for those days.
Off. No, the funny thing is he's like a ninja. So like he'll come in and just be like, oh look, another fan, and then he's like, oh hey, and people are like, oh my god, it's like it's Brandon Sanderson. So yeah,
I would definitely ninja people.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Yeah.
So where do you want to start? I mean, you got a game, you got a new book.
Right. So we've been making the Mistborn RPG, the Mistborn adventure game, for 5 years, and so we just released our 5th book. It's Alloy of Law and Masks of the Past. It's based on the 2 most recent Mistborn novels set in the Alloy of Law setting, the kind of Old West version of Mistborn. So that's really cool. It's a lot of fun. It brings in a lot of new crazy tech and kind of talks about the secrets of those books and stuff like that. So it blows it out. Now, if you don't know what the Mistborn adventure game is, it's based on the novels, and the novels of the same name. So there's 6 books out now in that series.
That's about right.
Yeah. The 3 Alloy of Laws and 3 original trilogy, and so it's kind of a narrative game. It's more less like our D20 stuff from the past, and much more like a game like Fate or Dogs in the Vineyard, that sort of thing. So more like an indie RPG. Very heavy emphasis on storytelling, a lot of collaboration, a lot of player storytelling. Pretty simple system. You can learn about 30 seconds about how it works.
Yeah, we actually played the quick start rules on the way home.
Yeah.
From Gen Con.
Yeah, seriously. I mean,
2012.
All you need is a couple D6s, and you're looking. You're rolling.
We
sets.
cheated. We didn't use those.
You just pick numbers. People randomly pick numbers, and then see if they match. That's good. That's good. So anyway, it's got a cool, very system that's kind of custom built to really model Brandon's narratives and stuff like that. And it blows out the magic and gets into the details and all the stuff people want to do. Talks about the secrets and really puts you in control of your own narratives in those worlds. So then we did the Alloy of Law thing. So we brought in the gunplay and the Koloss Blooded and all the other fun stuff there, and kind of upgraded the world. So there's a lot to do in that game. But the thing we actually is being mailed is in the mail right now to our backers is the Mistborn House War board game. And so this was an opportunity to kind of do some different things that we couldn't do in the RPG. So the RPG is all about running crews and being heroes and doing that cool stuff.
Look, I'm on the cover.
Not quite shiny enough.
No earrings.
You need some more plugs in your ears. But yeah, the Mistborn House War is a game set in the time of the first novel, Mistborn: The Final Empire. Unlike the RPG, we're kind of doing your own thing. It's happening during the events of that book. And but in this case, you're not playing the heroes of the book. You're playing the noble houses during those events. So you're kind of running a side story. So meanwhile, while Vin and Kelsier and all these characters are causing havoc and trying to tear down the entire empire, you're the nobles that are in charge of trying to keep it together. So it's a game of frenemies. You have to cooperate to solve these big problems. You really can't do these things alone, so you have to cut deals and negotiate, but you also have to backstab each other because only one person can win.
I don't like this game.
Yeah. No, it's really cool because it's designed by Kevin Wilson, who did Arkham Horror. And Descent and TMNT and tons of games for Fantasy Flight and a bunch of other top flight publishers. And he's a friend of ours from back in the day. And so he designed it, and it's stellar. We've been playtesting it for 3 years. This is our 3rd Gen Con with it, but the first time with it here because it just came off the presses last week. So so it's really awesome. It's going to drop in stores in November.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So that's
So you're gonna make another one after this?
Yeah. We actually, in the Kickstarter campaign, we funded a supplement. So that's based on the second Mistborn novel called The Siege of Luthadel. So it takes the noble houses, it changes out who's there, changes the events, and it's all set during this giant siege of the city, the capital city, while kind of after the events. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's after the events of the first book. They're trying to hold the city, and so like players are kind of put into attackers and defenders, and there's also neutral parties that are kind of selling their services to both sides. And there's some really cool mechanics that Kevin's doing with like this pendulum swing and stuff like that. So it's the same game, but it's got this whole nother layer of strategy and collaboration and kind of betrayal. It's really, really fun.
Very cool. It sounds fun.
Yeah.
And we're gonna play a game here in a minute.
Awesome. Yeah, look forward to demoing it.
Yes.
Great.
Anything else you want to add? What's your next book?
Our next book for Mistborn is going to be Nobles. We're almost settled on the name, so I'm not going to put it out there yet because Mistborn fans glom onto things like that. But yeah, we are doing a book on Nobles and working on it right now. Actually, writing should be done in about a month. So that'll be all about. It's going to use some of the groundwork I laid in Mistborn House War, where I kind of fleshed out the houses and that were just names and stuff like that, fleshed out into full-blown things that you can play in, you can oppose. You'll have characters that you know and new characters, and you'll also be able to play as noble crews. So instead of just being scrappy rebels or the criminals, you'll be able to actually be operatives of your own house, maybe building your own house, stuff like that. So it kind of gives a new mode to play too. We want to add in a couple of other things, like you won't know what this means, but like haze killers is a player option. So they're like special forces commandos designed to take down magic users effectively.
Yes.
So yeah,
magic users are a little bit mean.
Yeah, exactly. Especially Mistborn are the ultimate magic user, right? So these guys are trained to fight them and take them down, work as teams. So we want to do some things like that and kind of like set you up so you can really dive into that style.
Sounds like you're going to make a miniatures game too.
No. No, but we do have really beautiful miniatures in the game, and then the supplement's gonna have 2 more. So if you're like a minis painter and stuff, we have you're gonna be able to paint these figures, and they look awesome. They're beautiful. They're sculpted by a guy who does a lot of sculpts for like Ninja Division and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, they're
really,
good.
Yeah, really good stuff.
They're good. All right, cool. Thank you.
Thank you. Good to talk to you.
Time to go play.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.